Hey guys, I'm out here in my outdoor shower to introduce our week 3 of our Mystery of Suffering and Death seminar sessions. So this week we're going to explore the role of funerals and internment in society, and more specifically we're going to look at how that role is being impacted by the coronavirus. And before we can do that, we have to consider what the purpose of funerals is and burials outside of the practical what we do with dead bodies problem, which really is in many ways historically has been a problem. So according to Alan Wolfelt, a grief counselor, a funeral has 6 purposes, and they're listed back here behind me. But here's where you're going to want to start to take some notes. So the first one is reality. A funeral helps us make the loss of a loved one more real. Seeing the casket and being present with others who are also grieving that person helps make the death a reality for many of us. And the funeral is often the beginning of that journey of the process of grief. The second purpose of funerals is recall. It's really one of the key components of a good funeral is remembering the one who's died. And this can happen in the eulogy, through video tributes, through photo collages, or even in the readings and the location of the event itself. Now, funerals help us recall and appreciate the life of the one who's died, and looking back often helps us move forward in that grieving process. The third purpose is support. Now, funerals are social gatherings that center around life of the lost loved one, and funerals enable people to publicly offer support for families and loved ones who are affected by that loss. Fourthly, funerals are meant to be a safe place where we can express our thoughts and our emotions. Expressions of sadness and loss are important for forward movement through that journey of grief. The fifth purpose of a funeral is meaning. Death and loss brings ontological and eschatological questions to the surface. While there's no simple answers to these questions around the meaning of our lives and where we go when we die, funerals do provide us with a chance to ponder these questions and perhaps to seek solace in the faith that may provide us with those faith responses. So that type of meaning that we're looking for in the context of those questions. Finally, the sixth purpose of a funeral is transcendence. Funerals do push us to find a new identity and to publicly mark a change in our own status. Now, this is particularly true for those who have lost a spouse, but they often wake us up, funerals actually often wake us up, to make us think about our own lives and how we want to spend the remainder of our own days so that we might be remembered favorably as well. So with these 6 purposes in mind, this week I want you to consider the following 3 questions. 1. Why do we need funerals? What makes these ceremonies important, and what are the characteristics for a good funeral? Number 2. How do you want to be laid to rest and memorialized? What are the options that you have for these types of services, and what would you want to be held for yourself? And thirdly, how has the coronavirus disrupted our rituals of memorialization and burial? What will the impacts have on individuals and more widely on us as a society? So you will have a little bit more reading this week than you'd had last week, and these questions will be the focus of our Zoom meeting at the end of the week. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope today I put maybe a little bit more fun in funeral. Haha, get it? Yeah, I should cut that, but I didn't! I look forward to seeing you guys, and I hope you have a great week, and I really look forward to seeing you and having that discussion. We'll see you then. Woo! This was warm at the start.